If most of your retirement money is in a 401k, there's a very real chance you're going to work an extra 10 years longer than you need to. And that sounds crazy because that's exactly what we're told to do. Save in your 401k, max it out, do everything right, get the employer match, be responsible. And look, those aren't bad things. That advice isn't wrong, but it's incomplete. And that missing piece is costing a lot of people 10 years of their lives. The people who actually retire at 55 don't just save more. They don't pick better stocks. They don't earn some crazy return that the rest of us can't access. They do one thing differently. And today I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Here's what nobody tells you. The problem isn't how much you're saving, it's where it's sitting. Because in retirement, every single dollar you pull from a traditional 401k gets taxed as ordinary income, not investment income, ordinary income, the same rate as a paycheck. So the more you need to live on it, the bigger the tax bill. And if that's your only account, you have zero flexibility. Every withdrawal can push you into a higher tax bracket whether you like it or not. I call this the one bucket problem, and it's the single biggest reason people who did everything right, saved diligently for decades, still end up working longer than they ever planned. It's not that they failed, it's that they only built one bucket. And one bucket means the IRS controls your retirement, not you. So let's break down the three buckets because most people use one of them. Some use two, but the people who retire early, they use all three, and they use them in the right order. Bucket number one is your pre-tax bucket. This is your 401k, your traditional IRA, your 403b. And I want to be really clear here. This is a good bucket. It's not the enemy. You get a tax break when the money goes in. It compounds over time. If your employer matches contributions, that's an instant return on your money. There's a reason this is the foundation for most American retirement savers. But the trade-off is this. The IRS gave you a break on the front end, and they're going to collect on the back end. And here's the part that sneaks up on people. When you turn 73, the IRS doesn't ask if you need the money. They require you to start taking distributions whether you want to or not. Those are called required minimum distributions, or RMDs. If your entire nest egg is in this bucket, those forced withdrawals can push you into a higher tax bracket at exactly the wrong time. Bucket number two is your taxable brokerage account, and this one is massively overlooked in the retirement conversation. It doesn't give you a tax break going in. There's no deduction, no employer match. On the surface, it looks like the least exciting of the three. But in retirement, especially early retirement, this bucket is a game changer. Here's why. When you sell investments you've held for more than a year, you're taxed at long-term capital gains rates, not ordinary income rates. And those rates are significantly lower. But here's where it gets really interesting. In 2026, if you're married filing jointly, you can have up to $98,900 of taxable income and still fall into the 0% long-term capital gains bracket. And that's the key. It has to be both things, long-term gains and staying under the income threshold. Hit both of those, and your tax bill on that income is zero. In fact, a lot of early retirees plan their entire income strategy around this bucket. They deliberately build their taxable brokerage large enough to cover their living expenses, keeping their withdrawals under that threshold, and essentially living on tax-free income for the first stretch of retirement. It's not an accident. It's the plan. Let that land for a second. There are retirees out there right now, people living comfortable lives on real money who are legally paying nothing in capital gains taxes. Not because they found a loophole, because they planned which bucket to pull from first. And beyond the tax advantage, that bucket gives you something the pre-tax bucket doesn't. Total flexibility, no age restrictions, no penalties for early access, no government telling you when or how much to take. You sell what you need when you need it. That flexibility is everything if you want to retire before 59 and a half. This bucket is your bridge to early retirement. But here's the thing, the people who truly retire early and retire well, they don't stop at two buckets, they build a third. And this third bucket is where real financial freedom lives. Bucket number three is your tax-free bucket, your Roth IRA, your Roth 401k. With a Roth, you don't get the upfront tax break. You contribute after-tax dollars, but everything that happens after that, every dollar of growth, every dividend, every gain is completely tax-free. And when you pull it out in retirement, you pay nothing, not a reduced rate, nothing. This is the only money you will ever spend where the IRS has already taken their cut and can never come back for more. And that matters more than most people realize, because nobody knows what the tax rates are going to look like in 20 or 30 years. Having a bucket that's completely insulated from whatever Congress decides to do, that's not just smart, that's strategic. And think about what that actually means in practice. Every other bucket comes with an asterisk. With a Roth, you know exactly what you have. What you see is what you keep. There's a peace of mind that comes with that. Before we bring everything together with a real numbers example, I want to quickly mention one more account that acts like a fourth bucket for the right person, the HSA or health savings account. If you have access to a high deductible health plan, you can contribute to an HSA and get a tax-free break going in, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. In retirement, healthcare is one of your single biggest costs. So if this is available to you, it's absolutely worth looking into. Now, here's where everything comes together, because having 3 buckets isn't just about having options, it's about how you sequence them. Most people retire and immediately start pulling from their 401k because that's where most of their money is. More taxable income, higher tax bracket, less control. Every year compounds that problem. But the people who plan this well do it differently. And the easiest way to show you is with real numbers. Say you retire at 55 with $1.5 million. And let's say it's split across 3 buckets, $600,000 in your 401k, $600,000 in your taxable brokerage, and $300,000 in your Roth IRA. You need $60,000 a year to live on. That's right at the 4% withdrawal rule, a number most financial planners consider sustainable for long-term retirement. The 1 bucket person pulls all $60,000 straight from their 401k. That $60,000 is ordinary income. After the standard deduction, they're left with about $27,800 of taxable income. They're only paying taxes on that amount, mostly at the 10% and a bit at the 12% level. Not a disaster, but they have no control, and every dollar they need pushes that number higher. Now here's what the 3 bucket person does. They pull $60,000 from their taxable brokerage account instead. They've held those investments for years, so it's long-term capital gains. And at $60,000 of income, well under the $98,900 threshold, they're in the 0% capital gains bracket. And while they're living off the brokerage account, they've quietly been converting $30,000 or $40,000 a year from their 401k into their Roth, paying a modest tax rate now at a lower income year instead of higher rates later when RMDs force their hand. Same nest egg, same lifestyle, completely different outcome. Most people spend 30 years focused on the growth of the portfolio, but they don't spend 30 minutes planning the exit. If you're currently in that 1 bucket trap, don't panic. You don't have to fix it overnight. It's about making a slight pivot today so that 10 years from now, you have the keys to your own retirement. That's why some people retire at 55 while others feel stuck waiting until 65. It wasn't the return, it wasn't the stock picks, it was the plan around the buckets, because retirement isn't about how much you build, it's about how you access it. Build 3 buckets, give yourself options. That's what freedom actually looks like. If you want a free 1-page worksheet breaking down how to start building all 3 buckets step by step, you can get that for free on my Patreon. Link is in the video description. And check out this video right here showing how much of the ETF SCHD you need to own to retire tomorrow on dividend income. Take care, and I will see you next time. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and everyone's tax situation is different. The numbers I have shared today are for illustration purposes only. Do your own research and consider sitting down with a qualified tax professional who knows your specific situation.